Due to many inquiries you guys you've been putting forward to us, asking Kimdi, you've been teaching us, thank you very much, about the goat farming. You've been talking about various livestock that you've been showing us and educating the world. But at least even us who have that limited amount of money and we would like to join these ventures, how have you helped us and how can you guide us to see that the limited amount of money that we do have can really help us and we also learn the business? Because what we are looking at first is you learning the business, because if you get experience in the business, then other things are easier to acquire. For example, like money. That is why in my previous video I really discouraged people to take loans when they are going to start any business. But if you have experience or if you have been exposed to that business, that means you know all the dynamics of that business. It will help you to understand what you are supposed to do. So from there you can acquire money. You can acquire money because the business now you know it very well. So guys, in today's video we are going to save that person who is having 5 million and he wants to start a goat farm. Let us head to our board and I show you everything that you need to learn. We are focusing on the meat breeds because meat is one of the products that many people are focusing on here in Uganda. That is why you've seen me talking about this. That means that we have spent our 2.5 million on buying these goats. You have seen that you have to spend that. Now we go number 2. Number 2 is structure. Make it very simple as possible. For us, of course, we don't construct structures for this amount, but we can help you to guide you to see how you can make it very simple, because for 10 goats we believe it shouldn't exceed 1 million Ugandan shillings. You can put it on the ground instead of building a raised structure. But if you have your materials, then you can raise it. But now we are fighting as much as possible to see that we don't exceed 1 million Ugandan shillings. So it should be as simple as that. Meaning now our total will be 2.5 million plus 1 million Ugandan shillings. So far we have 3.5 million Ugandan shillings. Then we go to our next point, that is the nutrition. Now the nutrition is where we are going to get some challenge or get some ease, depending on where you are. Because some people might say, I will use grass from my neighborhood, or I will take my animals to my dad's land or to my family land and they will graze with other animals, or I will buy from my dad if my dad is having some goats, instead of sitting down and say that when my dad dies I will inherit the property. No, if you have that 5 million, you can go and inform him, Dad, I want to buy some goats from you, and he can sell to you those goats and you keep them on his land. Meaning you'll be monitoring your business but still using some resources from your family. Another approach, if you don't have that approach using your family land, you can go and rent some land, like 1 acre, to keep your goats. For example, some places renting normally costs between 300,000 to 500,000 Ugandan shillings renting a year, 1 acre. So if you want to learn this business for 1 year, you can use like 500,000 to rent the land. Because now we are seeing this as an opportunity of you learning, and we believe in that process you can even get more money to add on the years if the owner permits you to do that. Then other people might say, no, since this is a learning process, I will try to see that I acquire feeds from, for example, on the road. Some roads have good quarries, Guyana, but That is not a sustainable approach. But now I'm looking at someone who is on the wall and is trying to see how he's going to feed his goats. You can get some feeds across the road and you cut them, you make hay for your goats, or other swamps. Some swamps have good nice grass that you can also cut and feed them as fodder. But those are not sustainable approaches, guys. But still, you can feed your goats. And buying some banana peels from the market, and you get mineral blocks to see that you make sure that your goats really get what to eat. Another thing what some people do, and that is what most people in the village usually do, is to tie them on the rope and they take them to specific places and they tie them for a day to eat. But as you know, these goats, they don't like ropes. But if that is the last resort that you can do, then you can go with that for a moment, as you will be studying behaviors for these goats and also knowing the dynamics of your business that you want to expand in future. So the nutritional part, that is what I can really tell you. Make sure where you are going to put these goats, there is much land for grazing. If you have that amount of 5 million, it's what I meant. You can't if you have that amount, you can't manage zero grazing. Of course you can't. So you can as well rent. I have talked about that, to keep them, or you can use a chance to use your parents' land to keep them. Yeah, because everyone comes from different families and you know how you can play with this. But we encourage you that you have to make sure that everything that you feed your goats, it's going to help them to grow, to acquire muscles, to increase the production, to reduce the mortality rate, since you have started with very few goats. So they will help you in the learning process. Another thing, that is management. Of course, management. Now we are going to talk about the worker. One worker is enough, and the medication for these goats. But now what I want you to know is, since this is a learning process for you in this business, I would advise you to involve yourself in every activity that is being done at your farm. Yes, I can call it a farm. I would request you to involve yourself in every activity, because what we are looking at is you getting the experience of this business. Because if you buy those 10 goats and now you just throw them there, yet you have a vision of expanding your farm, then it is very difficult for you to expand if you don't know the dynamics of how this business is really going to take you. We have looked at stocking, we have looked at structure, we have seen the nutrition, we have looked at the management, and we believe the nutrition, this one was for land, renting, making 4 million, making 4 million, remaining with 1 million, and that 1 million, it is the one that you're going to pray with to see that you pay the worker and everything that is required. And I believe that amount, when you pray it well, it will help you to push you slowly by slowly. It might not end the year, but it will help you to really know how you're going to work along with that business. That means our total amount will be 5 million Ugandan shillings for the learning process of this venture. And I'm not saying that if you learn using this 5 million, you're going to be there, that you're going to sell those animals. And no, it is a kickstart. You have now started. Someone has told you that now you can be in position that I acquired 5 goats and or 10 goats, and I've been in a position to know the behavior, to know the business, to acquire different experience. It is what we are looking at. Because at the end of the day, experience is the best teacher that you're going to use to learn this business. we can tell you everything that we apply on our farms, but guys, usually there is some dynamics that are going to change, and what is working for me on my farm, it might not be the same at your farm. So it is very important to also try to go through those procedures to learn the business, and at the end, what we are looking at, we want you also be in position to know that this business works for me in this way, and you can scale off, because the best thing that goat farming business, it is scalable. And if your business, those people who are in marketing, you know that if a business is scalable, that is one of the things that show you that you're going to become rich, because whenever your business is not scalable, then it is going to give you some limitation of that business. So guys, I would advise you that use this approach. It will help you, especially for those people who are still in their young ages. If you're still young, you still have time to really try out many things. If you've been watching till this late and really you have enjoyed this video, please mind to tap that subscribe button and the notification bell, such that you receive these and more information to come. And you are also informed that we still have our pasture seeds that are available in stock. You can come over and really buy some. Those people who want to do zero grazing, nutrition is one of the best pillars that you have to focus on, because at the end of it all, these animals really require a good nutrition for them to increase the production. I decided to also be thanking our followers who really comment on our videos, like our videos. And in today's video, we are going to appreciate a woman called Hala Wana. That is the name. But Hala, we really appreciate you, and we believe that in this month you have been one of our top contributors on our page, and we shall keep on appreciating each and every one, and other people we shall appreciate you very much. And at least you will see that what I have come talking about, that we are a family. That means that I personally look at your comments and really believe that we can do something different, and our channel will grow with you. Thank you very much. Thank you for always supporting us. We really love you so much. Let us catch up in our next video. Bye.